Hello, hello. Welcome to episode 110 of the Lorethrough. Oh my goodness, we're getting into the tens of the hundreds. That's crazy. And here we are in Jarberg. And we're going to chat with some fellows. So let's see what Jar Baron has to say.
Dialos' smooth and silky hands feel nice when he pats us. But I wish we had a potentate big and strong like you. But I wish we had a
Okay, so that's all he has to say. Let's see what Dialos has to say.
A fool I may be, but I can look after some simple jars. Do you pity me? Well, don't. I feel like for the first time in my life, do you pity me?
Okay. I remember it takes a good amount of reset in the area. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. I thought it was going to take multiple times to reset the area. I was caught on my back foot. There are little broken jars in the area. Something bad has happened.
Oh, Cuz, I'm glad you came. But we're fine now. Dialos fought the poacher, though quite a lot of us got broken. I won't cry, though. I'm a warrior jar. A warrior. The tale of House Hoslow is told in blood. That's the kind of warrior I want to be one day, Cuz. Even if I'm scared, I'll still fight to protect everyone. The tale of that's the kind of even if I'm
He's still breathing, though he looks like he's in rough shape.
You. Are the jars? Are they all right? Did I defend them?
He wasn't able to defend all of them, but in this tender moment, we decide to tell him a white lie. He defended Jar Baron, if nothing else.
Then all is well. This fool proved his worth. In the end.
Didn't mean to walk over him, but I expected there to be collision.
the tale of House. That's the kind of warrior. Even if I'm scared.
So one thing that still bugs me about Souls games is even if things progress in the same area, you have to come back to get the next bit. They should really just have Jar Baron approach. They have the technology. I believe in them. But I digress.
The tale of House Hoslow is told in blood. That's the kind of warrior I'm going to be. One who protects everybody.
And he's making similar motions as Alexander did when he was collecting bodies on Radahn's battlefield. So it seems that Dialos will be repurposed for Jar Baron, and honestly, I hope that his spirit doesn't wreck Jar Baron's ability to be a Jar Warrior. To be fair, Jar Baron's small. He can't hold a whole lot of body in him.
The tale of that's the kind one who...
Okay. Okay, so Jar Baron is up on his ledge again, but there's an item where Dialos was.
Thanks for coming back, cuz. I've been thinking. It's time for me to set out on a journey. As a warrior Jar. Upon the path of champions. I'm about to go on a journey. As a warrior Jar. I'm about to go as a warrior Jar. In search of glory.
Okay, so that is all I keep trying to say his name wrong. Jar Baron has to say for now. But it seems that he cleaned up the body and left behind the mask and the whip. To be fair, we already had the armor from Juno. But let's take a look at that. And this is where you get a second whip in case you want to dual wield. You can dual wield that particular whip in a single playthrough as long as you do the questline. Replica of a twin-tailed silver helm with flowery adornments only without the twin tails. Diallo Soslow had an older brother who was a stern, self-possessed man of few words. His achievements made him seem out of reach. And so the younger aspired to be like the older, yearning for the day that he would tell the tale of House Hoslow in blood, knowing full well that it would break his brother's heart. So it seems that Juno wanted to defend his younger brother, Dialos, from the travails of the world, and so the idea of his little brother following in his footsteps would break him, in a sense.
I'm about to go as a warrior.
Okay. Kind of interesting that we can complete Jarbaran and Dialos' questline before we finish Alexander's. Alexander's still going. How many times do we need to chat with him?
Oh, hello again, cuz. No, I haven't changed my mind. I'll begin my journey once I'm ready to go, as a warrior jar, in search of glory. I'll begin my as a warrior jar.
Okay. So, he seems to be a little spooked, and to be fair, he has Dialos in him now, so that might be where that lack of determination's coming from. Maybe this is the part I'm remembering where we have to keep rezoning and get one piece of dialogue each time.
I'll begin my journey as a warrior.
As we keep rezoning. I think we might need time to pass, so let's pass time until morning. I don't know if that actually does anything.
I'll begin my journey as a warrior.
Let's quit to main menu. Maybe that's what we need to do. Because I believe Jarbaran's supposed to disappear and leave us a tasty goodie in his stead.
I'll begin my as a warrior.
Oh my goodness, what's it gonna take for him to go? Maybe he doesn't go until we advance Alexander's questline? I don't remember. Oh.
Tale of House Hoslow. Told in blood.
Interesting. I don't remember ever catching him sleeping. This little aura of light to draw your eye. But it's progress. How many times will you watch this darn loading screen? Oh, come on. It's like daytime now. Come on. Or morning. Curious. Let me pull something up. Let's go chat with him again. 'Cause I just... Okay, let me see here. Da-da-da-da. Weird. Online says it might take a night-day cycle for him to move. If the online is to be trusted. Oh my goodness, he's taking so long. Then again, I think we had to reset the menu to actually get him to move. Seems he's procrastinating his noble journey. There we go. He's no longer asleepin'.
I'll begin my journey as a warrior.
That's what he had before.
I'll begin my as a warrior.
Huh. Let's see. That's so odd. I feel like he should have moved by now. Definitely should have moved by now. This is taking a stupid amount of time. Usually I don't have much to gripe against the way FromSoft does their games. Quest lines. A lot of people really don't like them because they're not traditional in the least bit, but this one's seeming a bit silly. I don't think I need to progress anyone else's quest line.
I'll begin my as a warrior.
I know you need to progress Alexander's quest line past Radon to access this part of Jarbaran and Diallos' quest line in any capacity. Maybe I need to come back here.
I'll begin my as a warrior.
That's... I must be missing something. We'll quit to menu one more time in case that's the magic. What is this episode? Might just need to make a cut. Oh my heavens. Maybe we need to come back here after we've advanced Alexander's questline a little more. I don't need the item it has.
I'll begin my as a warrior.
Alright, we're just gonna move on. We don't have time for this, little Jarbaran. We have a world to face that is spooky. Very, very spooky. Okay. Well, we wasted a lot of time there. I might cut part of it. Maybe. If I even remember the previous cuts I promised to make. But up here we have skeleton snail snakes. We have skeletons of every sort. And where is my battle hammer? That's even better now that we've overleveled and have some faith on us. 3,200. 1,700. Oh, come on. I don't need to fight these guys, but... even through his shield. Okay, is that it? Certainly hope so. So we saw this wizard tower from the other side when we were by the dilapidated, or rather destroyed, minor Erd tree. Oh, wow. That's a good sight we didn't really have before. So there's the castle. There's a skull face on the cliff. And there's a handful more of these strange impaled giants. And that must be where the Flame of Ruin is. It's at the peak. I see no other landmass higher than that. And sure enough, it looks like one of those big old hanging forges that you'd have hanging from something from chains. Which, if that's meant to hang, those giants aren't nearly large enough to wield that. Maybe the one that has the big head. Maybe he could have. Is he a giant too? Or is he something bigger? A titan? Maybe we need a new word. Trolls, giants, and titans. I don't know. Still, it's supported by all that scaffolding we've seen all around the lands between. So if there wasn't a tie-in between all that scaffolding and the, oh, by the way, this is weird ghost bridges that exist in every couple FromSoft games. Dark Souls 1 had a whole area of them. I don't remember if Demon Souls had any. Dark Souls 2, I don't remember if there's any in Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 3 had an homage to it, but it was relatively minor stretch. Just kind of a little howdy-do in Anor Londo. That was it. But, see, we have a whole path. And the prism stones are nice because they let you see where you need to go. You can also make prism stone arrows if you want to shoot ahead. We also have this convenient tumbleweed over here. That's helping us out. But, it's very hard to see. It's easier to see at nighttime, right? But you see that little ghostly fog right there on the cliff? That is not where we want to be. It's somewhere over here. So that's where these come in handy. Is for when you can't see the path ahead. Honestly, if you want to no-brain it, make it nighttime. The contrast makes it so you can see the little ghostly marks so much easier. And I have no idea how wide this path is. To my knowledge, it's fairly forgiving, but it's a good place to run if you want to mess with your invader. Especially if you have some stuff to knock him over. So yeah, that's the path we took. So we came across the bridge, and then we took a little winding path up here. Here we are. And we are here on the rise. Very rude. Did not ask for that. I never put the other whip away. Dang it. Oh well. My poor inventory management. Horrible thing. But we get to the top of this, our second to last wizard tower, and there's a legendary item. It's the Founding Reign of Stars sorcery, which I probably need to show off at some point. And so it's the upgrade. It's a different version, but in the same school as the Stars of Ruin. The eldest primeval sorcery said to have been discovered by an ancient astrologer, a sorcery of legendary status. Makes me wonder if this tower is supposed to be as old as the ancient astrologers, in which case they are much older than I thought they were. Summons a dark cloud of stars overhead. Shortly after, the cloud will release a violent deluge of star rain. This sorcery can be cast while in motion. Charging increases potency. Thought to be the founding glintstone sorcery, the glimpse of the primeval current that the astrologer saw became real, and the stars amber rained down on the land. And sure enough, we see starlight shards all over the place. I wonder if that's connected. Okay, I think we're done with this little area here. I think we need to go across the bridge to get where we want to go, which is like there-ish. I suppose if we have a few more scarletins to fight, we'll bring the hammer. Thankfully, I left these. I hate when there's a gap. It's paranoia. It was probably fine. But it's nice to have a path back. Actually, we could take Torin at this point. Now we can continue along the mountaintops of the giants. We have a new sorcery that I should probably equip and use on a boss. Speaking of using on a boss, I still use Omen Killer Rolo on a boss. Oh, I should probably upgrade him. I also need to use the Fire Monk. But we'll head over here first. Okay, so we have this Site of Grace. Take a look on this telescope, and then I think we need to go in that basin for just a moment. There's golems down there. Take a look in this. So we have the freezing lake. We have the wizard tower we were just at. There's the flame of, or there's the presumably the or the hanging forge that's supposed to hold the flame of ruin, though it's not hanging right now. There's a castle over there, big old skull, handful of giant silhouettes over there. Another castle over there. That's the North Castle that Millicent was heading to, as well as Latenna wanted us to go to. It's weird, because I'm pretty certain Latenna was supposed to say something when we were traveling here. She hasn't. Huh. I don't remember that playing, that dialogue. It's very odd. Kind of funny how we were holding the lance over our shoulder like a greatsword. Oh, come on, buddy. Don't be like this. Will that break it? I think we need him to actually smack it. Oh, come on, buddy. That's not the one I wanted. As I tank my own frame rate into the earth. I don't want the fire, I want you to smack this darn thing. It's like he's losing track of us. There we go. How the fire didn't hurt me? Don't know. Oh, shucks. Well, now we can kill him. Oh, I thought we were gonna get in close enough. We have time to switch talismans. Even inexpertly. And this one over here is just guarding a golden seed. You don't even have to kill him. You just need that other golem to smack open the thing full of smithing stones. A Michaela's lily. Yep. If you're missing a golden seed, there's another one here. Come on. Alright, now we can go out on the lake. Believe we are bringing the right tools for the job at hand. I sure hope. We will see. But there is... It's not what I wanted to hit. Video game, and you know it. Supposed to come around this area. Really? Well, he goes by the tree. So we might catch him with the war crimes. There it is. And we get the seppuku, which is the ash for where you stab yourself in the gut in order to get some bonus bleed on your weapon. Kind of weird, but it's an option. Okay. can I even get to this in time? I don't know if I can. Oh, there's too much to jump over. That was a mistake. Oh, shucks. Woohoo! If you get him in the head, it does more poise damage. Rollo's staying alive, though. Yeah, you just kind of want to leave when he does that crane his head upwards and roar ability. Those head attacks sure... Oh! Looks like Omen Kill Rolo got bleed off on him. Good job, Omen Kill Rolo. He's really good Ash of War. Very beefy, does bleed, does fire. Nothing interrupts him just about. I believe... Yep, new Draconic Power is now available. Neat. Okay, we're going to head across the lake over here. Really fast. Actually, I need to glance at something if you don't mind. Because I forgot. Okay, so we previously recorded 23 minutes. Which means we don't have a whole lot of time. Which is a shame because I'd like to do a dungeon that's over there in the cliffs. Maybe we'll cut this episode short. Maybe we'll listen to the dialogue Melina has for us here. But outside this church here is a Somberstone Miner's Bell Bearing, which allows us to make, or to buy, level 5 and 6 Somber Stones, which is very nice. So you can have everything at least to a mid-level. Though they've given you enough supplies you could have a higher level than that. If you like having everything equal, you kind of want to rush those bell bearings as much as possible. Being able to buy smithing stones is amazing. And I think our final sacred tier. That doesn't sound right. No, it goes up to plus 12, doesn't it? Where's the last one? Oh, I remember what the last one is. Okay. Let's talk with Melina.
Spoken echoes of Queen Marika linger here as well. Shall I share them with you?
Sure. What did Marika have to say all the way at the top of the mountaintops?
In Marika's own words, hark, brave warriors. Hark, my lord Godfrey. We commend your deeds. Guidance hath delivered ye through each ordeal to the place ye stand. Put the giants to the sword, and confine the flame atop the mount. Let a new epoch begin, an epoch glistening with life. Brandish the Elden Ring, for the age of the Erd Tree.
So, a lot to go over there, but it seems that we finally have... We're here at the First Church of Marika, and it seems that the Age of the Erd Trees just started or is about to start. Which means Malekith has already sealed away Destined Death, and Queen Marika has already begun to create the Golden Order confining Destined Death, and it seems a part of creating that Golden Order also included, at least early on, whether or not it had already been created, putting the giants to the sword, and Lord Godfrey was there. I mean, we're at the First Church of Marika, and I think we've seen 3 or 4 churches of Marika thus far. There might be 3. Hard to say. And those ones are all the way down at Limgrave. So it seems that the more we travel northward, the older the history gets. And the more we travel southward, the more recent stuff seems to have happened, including Caelid even. So, and the Shattering and whatnot. There's a little few hops, skips, and jumps, but Yeah, so Queen Marika wanted to put the giants to the sword, and to be fair, if she's starting her golden age, right, where and whatnot, and there's one thing that can burn the Erd tree, you'd want to confine it, and so they seem to have gone to war with the giants, and given we haven't met any giants yet, only trolls, or some sort of descendant or relative of the giants, they might have been fairly successful in that genocide. Let's see what else she has to say.
We're almost there. The flame of ruin lies just ahead. I'm glad it was you I traveled with. I must tender my thanks to Torrent, too. Thank you, Torrent. Please continue to lend your aid. Till the end.
Good thing Torrent seems to like us. Okay. Alright, I think that'll be it for today's episode. Thank you for joining me on episode 110. Tune in next time for episode 111, where we'll finally figure out what that dungeon is in the cliffs over here. And I think we'll finally make our way south. So that'll be exciting. We're getting closer and closer. We're making great progress, honestly. I hope we don't get to the episode 130s before this playthrough's over, but we're getting in the end bits. We don't have much in terms of gameplay. I might have more in terms of rants. But thank you again. Join us next time for episode 110 or 111, and have a good one. Bye-bye.